I pretty much agree with the majority of what you just said, and
Yeah, yeah. If you wanted to add something to that, you know,
um,
it definitely has an influence. I could look at, like you said earlier, I raised all three of my sons, right? But I can't. I'm not with them 24/7.
yeah,
They got the social media is such an influence that they are. I mean, the average young child, man or woman, boy or girl, get introduced to social media almost like about what
I
10.
don't think you can compete. You can't really compete.
You can't
I,
compete. You can try to
I
be the
mean,
best father,
you can
try to be the
compete,
best mother.
but you're not
You
going to
cannot
win.
compete with
You're
that.
not going to win unless you cut all the plugs, and
Yeah,
then you're going to have to homeschool your children and cut all the plugs to win.
yeah.
Because as soon as they leave here, you know, man, bro, do you know what they do in these public schools? Or I ain't even gonna say public schools. My kids don't even go to public school. I had
Mhm.
to actually go talk to them. They was in there watching a movie. They was in there watching a movie about a rabbit that had two mommies in school,
That's crazy.
bro. So my point is, and you can't necessarily stop the movement of all of this because the time to stop that was back in Dolores Tucker time and
Yes.
all that. You know what I'm saying? Because to well, I'm just saying like when we was talking about history and I was saying everything. Oh man, it looks like I wasn't paying attention. And okay, let me just say this.
Hmm.
Um, um, the the history you have to count all the history that comes up to it. So the situation that we're in with social media, all types of media, and the mindset of it's accumulation. It's not you turned on the light. It was slowly being turned on from the dimmer for a long time, a
Yeah.
long.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Being turned down. Down.
right, it wasn't no quick just flip the light and all of a sudden it was changed. It
Yes.
was this step and that step and this step and that step and this step and that step, which eventually got us to where we are.
Yes.
So the best that we can do, and I just my opinion, maybe somebody got know something better than me, but the best we could do is take our present situation, analyze the past, and try to be a visionary to make
Right.
past
Right.
points to get us where we want to be in the future. And I think that's a long talk. I'm with a whole lot smarter people than me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think you have a lot to contribute to the conversation, bro.
That's cool. If I'm in the building, I'm happy.
Yeah, brother. I mean, really, because you bringing up points that I think the average person, even the being an intellectual that you are, you're going to look at it very kind of different than I do. I look at it more direct. Just stop doing what you're doing.
No, I hear you.
Not that easy,
Um, no,
to
it's not because there's a reason why things are the way they are and why people do the things they do. And you know, you can tell them that usually don't work. You have to show them why it'd be beneficial to you to do it that way, and
right.
then you have to break down all the walls that they didn't already made. That's incredibly hard to do, but it's not impossible.
Right. I agree with that part. It's not impossible. My answer would be in the area of resolution because we talk a lot about okay, we can identify the problems. The area of resolution to me is this. Excuse me, particularly with our communities and our young black men and women, they are attracted to music. If you devalue,
Mm-hmm.
if the music industry in that area is devalued to where it doesn't hold the resources for people who get into that field, it's not as strong as it is. If it is devalued monetarily, then you lose the attraction because our
Yeah,
people
but
we are
who won't do that?
but it has to be replaced with a positive form of economics, right? Okay,
Yeah, but who gonna do that for us?
yeah, we got to do it, us
Yeah. Oh, there you
collectively.
go.
I
There you
can't
go.
do it by myself. That's what I'm saying. This platform, hopefully, and although it's in its grassroots stages, it's still effective and impactful. And my prayers is that if someone comes upon this and hears this conversation between just two real men, that's it, talking about our communities, what we've been able to observe. We're both family men. We have flaws in our characters as well, like everybody does, We're not trying to look at the young men and women as though we're better than them. We want them to do better in society. That's it. We don't want them to kill each other because we love them. We want our brothers and sisters to acknowledge each other as brothers and sisters. We want to learn and know how to love one another effectively, how to be positive in our communities, how to be helpful, how not to just rob our communities and leave it busted and broken all the time. You know,
Kindred, all my people. Now that's some music, but
yeah.
that's some good music. When you get a chance, if you didn't hear that one, you listen to that one because I'm sure that's how we both feel. Kindred, the family soul, all my people.
Okay, I gotta listen to that one, though. But I know,
I'll send it to you instantly.
so I'm gonna listen to it because I know you that intellectual free thinker. And see, people, this is necessary because it's going to take different type of thinkings from men to come up with a resolution. Because what may be attractive to one person in our community, I might get their ear to some of them, but you may get their ear. You understand? I lost you. He looked like he dropped off, brother. He may come back on. But it's important, it's of the greatest importance to understand how necessary it is for all individuals who are concerned about their community to contribute with their opinion first, with their understanding exactly what the problem is. What are some of the problems we see inside of our community today? Are we seeing these problems and are we ignoring them? Or are we contributing to the problem? And when you contribute to a problem, you only become part of the problem yourself. So just like me and Brother City, the good Brother City here, we're talking about some of the conditions that exist in our communities. Some of the conditions that exist in our communities, as we were having the discussion about it, he was bringing up points that possibly we weren't paying attention to, right? Some of the subtleties that do exist in society actually are contributing factors to breaking up the fabric of our communities if we don't pay attention to them and if we don't react to them. I'm of the understanding more than anything else that collectively, with a unified front, we can make a difference in our communities. We can make a difference with our younger generation. And even the older generation that's struggling with understanding that we can be impacted as long as we come together transparently without putting insufficient standards on one another, without just looking for flaws, but extracting the value that each and every man and woman really has inside of them to try to repair and to try to make our communities and our existence here in society better. So with that, family, I'm going to stop the tank. But remember to subscribe to Tank Commander Zulu and the Real Man Movement. And remember, fear no man but God, baby. No man but God. Tank Commander Zulu, signing out.